If you look up the word incorrigible in the dictionary, you can find a picture of my next advisor right beside it. I told him more than once that if he didn't also have more than his fair share of charm, he would be dead by now. He was part of my advisory last year, and that advisory was dissolved this year because I was in work part-time, and I tried to keep tabs on my seniors and gave them the option of who would speak for them today. Jerry couldn't make up his mind, so it was left to us to fight over him. Even teachers who had never had him in class were vying for the honor. Ms. Grimes, in particular, had some very good stories to tell about a certain trip to Washington, D.C., and something about shaking cars. But I won, and so I guess I have to think of some nice things to say about him. First of all, he is really, really smart.
Yep.
He doesn't much like school, and so that doesn't always get reflected in his academic record. But he has such an innate curiosity about the world that he's always learning something, and he is just a veritable font of knowledge. Conversations with Jerry are never, ever boring. He keeps me on my toes. And second, although he's not very much into following the rules, and good luck with that in the Marines, by the way, his pranks are usually harmless, and it's really hard to stay mad at him because he's so good-natured. But the thing I really want to say about Jerry is he has a tremendously generous spirit. In addition to catering lunch for my advisory last year and other examples of monetary generosity, he also is generous with his time when it comes to helping his friends. This last week, the seniors were preparing their culminating projects, and their advisor for that was suddenly called away, and there was panic throughout the building. And Jerry sat in my classroom with students who needed help, and he gave them technical advice, he gave them moral support, he helped people write speeches. He just was amazingly helpful to all of them. So he has a considerable talent, and I know our country is going to benefit from his service, and I've been telling him for 2 years now that he needs to use his powers for good. Looks like maybe he's going to take my advice.
So yeah, first I want to thank my family because they're always there. My sister here, she's really my inspiration. She's going to UW, Dr. Senior, right? Yeah, that's right. My mom, she's what anyone would want your mom to be, always loving, caring, and always there. I figured I was acting up there. My dad, for sometimes really being a genuine a-hole, but for that good kick in the pants, and I wouldn't be anywhere near. My mom put
Go Frank!
Go Frank! My mom put to bed for him, and I definitely either be in jail or dead, or they'll be in prison for children. So yeah, I definitely want to give thanks to him. The rest of my family, my Uncle Jerry back there. How's it going? There you go. And my grandma over there, and then Christian.
Good Jim.
Yeah. And I'm doing my fun. Hey, there's little Jim too. I also want to thank the staff. Basically, been like my second mom at school. Ms. Reese, you were the first teacher I met in my first period. That instant, I knew that we would hit it off. You're like a kid at heart. It's great to have someone to vent to. Of course, we got Ms. Hattie. Ms. Cato. You're always cheerful and stuff, and sometimes time gets one, but if you really think about it, everyone needs a little cheer in the day. And you being my first period teacher, you really gave it to me, and I thank you for that. Ms. Cato, you're always smart and keeping me on my toes as much as I keep the bench on her toes. And so I want to thank you for that. And so, yeah, thanks. You are. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh! All right, Mr. Brown, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. All right, for those of you who don't know, Ms. Brown, yeah, come on up here. Ms. took me, well, Jennifer and two other graduates to Washington, D.C. for a week 2 years ago. And there were things that I'm not necessarily proud of. Things like running towards Sacred Service motorcade. Yeah, mostly we have to do Sacred Service, like running accident. Don't do it, by the way. So she dealt with all my, habits and tendencies there, and for the most part, she kept us cool, and the trip that I want to do, I want to thank her for that.
Like I told his parents today, he made the trip so memorable, I will never ever forget it. But I see him grow so much over the last 2 years, and I'm very, very proud of him. He's come up several times and helped us with the horticulture. And you have got to stay in touch, because I want to know how boot camp goes.
But, so, my mom said,
Our next presenter is Aaron Hall.